You were listening to Pod Broadcasting.
YouTubers Unite!
Welcome back to another installment of YouTubers Unite, brought to you by Pod Broadcasting. I'm just going to run with that because why not? I'm your host, Captain McFrosty, and I've brought in a crew of superheroes of awesomeness, powers, of amazingness. That made no sense. We're running with it anyways.
Good.
So with us tonight we have...
Oh yeah, now the badass music is in.
The Tubbin Monkey has been cruising around YouTube for the past few months. Tubbin Monkey's content mostly consists of gameplay montages, but Tubbin also creates a few vlogs and even a few unboxings.
Ending in a horrible blaze of glory failure.
The Tubbin Monkey's content ranges from AAA titles such as Battlefield Hardline, to a few betas including Smite and Halo 5, to even some NVIDIA Shield tablet games and even a few mobile gaming titles.
Goodbye.
Hi guys, I'm your pooper.
And I'm MadMikeForever. And yes, we're making another video together. Yay! Alright, I'm gonna be a boxing dude.
So you're
Oh
recording
shit,
right
did
now,
I just
Mike?
say what I was? Oops.
MadMikeForever is a newcomer to YouTube, having started only in January of 2015. But since their start, Mad Mike has created a multitude of content that is generally centered around horror games or gaming with her hilarious daughter, Poopa.
What's going on? Oh my god! Oh. Let's go. I got someone going on. Why don't you chasing someone?
Some of the titles that Mad Mike has played through include Cry of Fear, Gmod's Prop Hunt, The Forest, and Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Welcome to So Shalom, mwah, and be happy, guys. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy.
Right here, so. Come on. You are a dapper looking gentleman. High five. Dapper. That's so cool. I need motherfucker's dapper, shit. Like if somebody's like, he's not. You fucking stupid? Yeah, he is. Idiot. And I'm just talking to a camera. Like I called this Sony camera an idiot. So now I'm a jerk to electronics.
The Dapper Looking Gentleman. What can I say about Zach, the Dapper Looking Gentleman? Other than, he's dapper. The Dapper Looking Gentleman got his name back in March of 2015 after being in an interview with Alpha Omega Sin. The Dapper Looking Gentleman may not have a channel at this moment in time, but his work on YouTube is phenomenal.
Hey, Joe!
The Dapper Looking Gentleman has done work for Jab Jab Entertainment, including starring in their production of The Tale of Frisky Jedi, and also in off-topic broadcasting.
You suck! No, you suck! Suck this!
Welcome to the show, guys. Why don't you introduce yourselves? We have...
I am the Dapper Looking Gentleman.
That was like so fake right there. Got to be like excited. You're superheroes now. We're awesome.
I'm a superhero?
You're a superhero.
I thought I didn't have any superpowers in that skit.
Well, you don't, but you're still a superhero.
Okay. I have toast
You have toast.
with Nutella.
The power of toast.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Nutella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Well, anyways, we'll just run with it.
I'm Zach. I'm Zach, the Dapper Looking Gentleman.
So with that, we also have...
Wait, who's going next?
Thank God I can cut
We have
those here.
we have Mr. Rumble Voice and Miss Giggly.
Seth, you could totally sound like one of those guys who do like the awesome trailers, like, in a world without any power.
In a world.
Yes.
Yep.
That's for like a panty dropping voice.
Right?
When I walk in the room.
Oh, the panties are off. I can't do it. right, let's try that again. I'll just cut after Zach. And then
Roll 2.
Take 2. I mean 2.
Oh. All right, so we'll go to Seth, and then we'll go to Mikey.
Yeah,
Right.
you remember my name.
Okay.
So along with Zach, we have.
Seth, also known as the Tubbin Monkey.
Ooh. And with him.
And I'm Mikey, and I'm MadMikeForever, and yes, I'm a female named Michael. Hi, how you doing?
The first girl we've had in the group. Well, then again, it was also podcast number 2, so we're doing good. I guess.
feel special.
You did. You're the first girl. It's not Dude Fest anymore.
We had Tabs in one big podcast.
Oh crap! Forgot about that. That was on off topic though.
But she was quiet the whole time.
I know. She only said like 2 lines throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. That's her
I'm not
everyday
gonna be
life,
quiet.
though.
All right.
She's quiet unless she gets really angry. Then she can be scary loud.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeesh.
Is something wrong with a scary loud now and again?
Yeah.
No, it can be very, very helpful and kind of terrifying.
Just a little bit. Just a tad.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna go put the kettle on again.
Well, all right. So while he's doing stuff, we're gonna jump off to a topic here. Tonight we have some wonderful topics that range from just about everything, literally. So the biggest thing that has been trending today is the announcement of Fallout 4 and the release of the trailer. Well, it wasn't really an announcement. I mean, they kind of teased it before, but this was like the big unveiling. So, did you guys watch the trailer?
I got like 2 minutes into it, and then my daughter was like trying to tear my hair out, kind of thing. So I didn't really get the chance to actually watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of like the Fallout games. I've played the 3rd one and New Vegas, like a little bit of it before the disc broke on me, which I was very angry about.
Let's pause there a second. Disc broke on you. What happened? You rage or?
No, and my husband wasn't exactly being gentle with the disc, and it was used to begin with. So when he popped it out, it cracked it, and I was very angry.
Let's take a moment here to commemorate the death of Fallout New Vegas.
I always wanted to get another copy. I just didn't have the money. So sad.
I think it went on sale at Walmart. It's like $15, I think.
That's nice.
Well, I Steam shared with somebody, so now I got it for free.
There you go. That's always nice. So what about you? Do what?
Oh, I said of course. Sorry.
Oh. So what about you, Seth? Did you watch the trailer?
Every glorious second of that trailer.
Every glorious second.
Every glorious second. As soon as it released, I was actually watching the community because a lot of people were talking about it once it got officially announced, and then once the trailer dropped, I went, I looked it up, I watched it again after picking my jaw up off the floor, and then I thought about the anticipation of when it's actually going to have a release date. So yes, it was definitely a good trailer.
The release date, I tell you right now, it's going to be 10 years from now.
Hopefully
10
not.
years?
Yeah, probably. Knowing Bethesda, they've already teased it 4 times in the past couple of years, and I think there's been like a couple of teaser trailers, were there not? I think there's like 2 of them are like a second long, but anyways, knowing them, they're gonna be at E3, right? They're gonna show it off. They're gonna be like, yeah, no, this isn't coming out. It's just a giant tease.
Hopefully
just
not.
a giant tease.
A giant tease. I am very skeptical on it.
Now, there's been rumor that just popped up recently that they have a listing for it, and I think there might be something about it more at E3, like a more concrete release date.
Yeah. What I've heard is they aren't going to unveil Fallout 4 at E3 at all. They will showcase what they do have out, and apparently they do have a lot of it made, but it's only going to be shown off to a select members of the press. So we
I'm
probably
sure we'll
won't.
get something out of it.
Then again, this could be rumors too. I've heard this from a few different sites, so it doesn't look like it's a rumor. But I think they'll showcase the trailer again and they'll talk a little bit about it. But I think the only people that will really know what's going on is just a few people. So, which kind of sucks, but I guess we just have to go with it.
The press gets everything good.
I know. I love being a part of it.
Lucky.
Yep. So if you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, check it out, jabjabentertainment.com. go down to trailers, and it should be one of the top ones up there at this moment in time. So, let's go back to Zach here since he just joined us. Did you watch the trailer for Fallout 4?
No,
Are you excited for Fallout 4?
I guess.
You guess? You guess?
I haven't played any of the others all the way through. I loved them, would have gotten to play of them, but I don't even own any of the Fallout games.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad sometimes.
You need a copy of one. You'd love it.
Blasphemy.
Now, with that said, what was you guys' favorite Fallout game? I mean, I know Mikey said that she was a fan of Fallout 3, and she didn't get to play all the way through New Vegas. But
No, I didn't get to. It was sad. It's very sad.
that is sad. That's just always
Hey, stop making people cry.
depressing.
Yeah, why? Why are you gonna make me cry, man? So mean.
So, what about you, Zeth? Do you have like a favorite? Do you like the older Fallouts? Do you like Bethesda's Fallout 3, or do you like the New Vegas, or preference?
I've played briefly the first two.
Yeah.
I somehow had managed to wind up with a copy of it on disc, but I didn't play it very long because I think the game was messed up. But I did play all the way through Fallout 3. Absolutely loved it. And then Fallout 4, I mean not Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, I played about halfway through, but Fallout 3 is definitely one of my favorite games because I'm definitely a Bethesda fan. And Fallout 3 is very, very good. And from the trailer that they showed, it looks like they're definitely going back towards that, like the look and the feel of it. So I'm actually more excited for it now.
Yeah, there's been quite a few different moments in the Fallout series. I think that each of us have a different opinion. My personal favorite was Fallout 2. I played that one all the way through. I'd never finished Fallout 3. Couldn't finish it. The color scheme it got dull. It got boring to me after a while. Then again, I only got, I think, like 4 or 5 hours into the game. So it just didn't capture my appeal or something. But I did love Fallout New Vegas. I thought that was a really good game. I played New Vegas before I played Fallout 3. So before people were like, oh, you suck. You should have, liked Fallout 3. I didn't play it till afterwards. And at that point, I was like, eh. So
I think New Vegas is definitely better than the third one, personally. Just because you could do so much more.
yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like that anyway. It was a different story.
Yeah, it wasn't so much serious. It was really more comedic based. There's a whole lot of different, really funny, geeky kind of Easter eggs I saw there. Like, you had Harrison Ford's, the Indiana Jones, like the bridge out in the desert, and there was a skeleton inside with the fedora. I was like, that's awesome.
Oh, I didn't get to see that.
There's so many different Star Wars references and stuff. And of course, there was references like this in Fallout 3 as well, but I just found so much more of them in New Vegas, and they were funnier to me. So.
See, I like Dinky the dinosaur.
Oh,
I think it's called Dinky.
That was great. I don't remember if it was Pinky. Good question. Was it Pinky?
No, Dinky with a D.
Dinky. Okay, it makes more sense
I
now.
think it's Dinky. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but that dinosaur is awesome.
Comment down below if you know the name of the dinosaur, and we'll give you a +1 because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We like dinosaurs.
we do. Dinosaurs are awesome.
Who doesn't like dinosaurs?
If you don't like dinosaurs, you're a horrible person.
Or you were in a Jurassic Park film.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jurassic Park, who is excited for Jurassic World?
I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Okay, we'll let him do it then.
So Seth, why are you excited for it?
I'm excited for it because I think that it's been long enough from the last one
Yeah?
to make a new one and kind of bring in a whole new audience, especially fans of the original Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
like myself. Huge fan of the original. Another thing, too.
Yeah? You still there?
We lost Seth.
I think we lost Seth.
No!
Tubbin!
You in?
Is that it?
We lost you for a minute.
Am I back?
You good now?
Yeah, you
Okay.
could.
I think I took a little thing on the thing.
Alright, so yeah, it was I don't remember where you were at
Just start
exactly in
over.
that.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Why are you excited? I mean, you said you were excited because it was
As long enough from the last
yeah.
entry in the series. It was definitely a good time that's passed from the last entry, which I wouldn't even count the last two credible in the
Yeah.
Jurassic Park series compared to the first one. And then excited to see Chris Pratt
Yeah.
play a role because he's kind of been the big buzz actor right now, especially coming off of Guardians.
Yeah, Chris Pratt has been lined up for everything after Guardians. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I think he's going to do well. I think he can bring something fresh to the table, and the way that they're showing in all the trailers, it's going to be a good fresh take on Jurassic Park.
I think he'll bring it justice. I see all these different what do I say, films that he's been rumored to be casted in. Like, he's rumored to be playing the next Indiana Jones, which
I heard about that.
I can see that happening because it's Chris Pratt. He can kind of pull it off. But then again, you can't do anybody else other than, Harrison Ford. He is Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stick with it. And he's going to be apparently in the new Ghostbusters spinoff. Not Ghostbusters 3, but he's going to be a spinoff. He's going to be one of the Ghostbusters. I was like, okay, that's a bit completely different kind of topic range there, but I can still kind of see it. I mean, he's got a lot of versatility to him, and I think that's what everybody loves about him.
They're making another Ghostbusters?
They are. Ghostbusters 3 is going to be 4 female leads. They're going to be the Ghostbusters this time around. All female crew. Yep. I think it comes out next summer, I think. I'm not quite certain on when. I think it's next summer.
Oh, God, my husband's going to have a freaking orgasm when he hears that. He's a big Ghostbusters fan, so.
Like I said, it's going to be 4 female leads. I don't know. That just seems really drastic for Ghostbusters. I'm not saying anything bad about women, just to completely change it up like that. I mean, it's kind of cool to see like a different kind of alternate look on it, but where did this come from? Yeah,
why 4 females?
Well,
like,
what I find
I'm a female, but it's like...
What I find scary is if it's not even really a movie, but a political push for like an equal rights type thing.
That's what I'm starting to think.
I'm cool with the whole equal rights thing, but you can't take and mess with a series to try and push your own political agenda.
Yeah. That brings me back to Fantastic Four reboot. You guys been watching that much on that?
Yeah, I was just about to mention that with your last podcast that you guys were talking about. It's like, what was it? Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic, whatever. Is it going to be like stretchy? He can bend and alter time, and it's like, what?
That's completely random. But they also they're changing Johnny Storm is going to be a different race than the Sue Storm, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But the fact that you're messing with the story now just to give more of a broader audience range.
Yeah, more diversity.
And just to do it kind of like as an equal rights kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Why? I mean, no. It's fine if you do it for like your own story, but to mess with someone's actual creation, don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. I think people take it's what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even talk now today. But I think people are trying too hard to reinvent stuff that has already been done instead of just making up new concepts. Like, you watch so many movies nowadays, and like going back to like Jurassic Park, I'm not really excited for it because it's already been done. Yeah. So it's just like, come up with a new idea, come up with a new movie, and then I'll be like on it like freaking flies on poo. But freaking
I'll go to any movie with dinosaurs because that is worth watching once. But
right. Now, speaking, I was gonna go with that. I lost it. Wow, I had it right there, and the minute I started saying it, gone.
Dinosaurs ruined it.
Dinosaurs ruined it. I thought dinosaurs. I thought Barney. Boom, I'm done.
Barney has invaded your mind.
He has.
Yep.
Whoa.
Anything done at that point.
You are filming your face, right? You have this on OBS going right now?
No, shit. Oops.
Oh.
I think we're going to get the footsteps in the audio.
I think so, too.
Oh, my God.
Ghostly
really?
steps in the background, put it in captions.
I totally fucking forgot. Well, you wouldn't be able to see my camera if I've got it on OBS.
Oh, you wouldn't? Crap.
No, because when you're recording OBS, I have to turn on this camera on Skype and then turn it on OBS. So you wouldn't be able to see me.
That's true, too. Crap. All that funniness. Gone. Oh, well. Oh, well. I was going to put
unless I actually screen capture Skype. You know what I mean? And then freaking... Well, I got to set that up, but I wouldn't worry about it now.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Some other time. That was still funny, though.
I
think she's doing it on purpose now, just to mess with us.
Yep.
She hears us giggling, so it's now she's like, "Oh, I'm cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep running across the screen."
Yep.
All right. So jumping back here. All right, let's talk about something a little different. Jumping off all the political mumbo jumbo. I'll be talking about still more political mumbo jumbo. Counterfeit amiibos are appearing. What's up with that? You guys amiibo fans?
What's an amiibo?
What's an amiibo?
I'm familiar with it, but I don't have any. I don't even have a Wii U, so I have no purpose in it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that none of you guys know what amiibo, other than Seth. Seth knows what it is, but none of you guys are like amiibo fans. That surprises me. A lot of YouTubers nowadays are like super into it, and it's just like, okay, cool, but what was that, Mikey?
Wait a minute, aren't those little figurine thingies?
Yeah, Nintendo.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah, took you a little bit there. Yeah, what happens is I don't know how they work exactly, so forgive me. I don't have a Wii U. I don't have a 3DS. I guess they work with 3DS too. I'm not quite certain. But I know that if you get Smash Brothers, you can apparently use these figurines and like level them up somehow in game and use them
like
in
a
the
memory
game.
card.
Kind of like a memory card, and it's kind of like Skylanders, just it's Nintendo's version of it. So I think they're like $8 a pop for one of them. I could be wrong.
Like
Forgive me.
RFID activated memory thing.
Yeah, whatever he said.
I don't know. That's probably not how it works at all, but it's.
I know they give you more characters in game.
Yeah, I think it's already the characters that are in it or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I've seen a lot on it. I haven't heard about some of them that are really collectible and cost a lot of money.
Honestly, figurines would make a much more satisfying DLC.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, you don't get just random crap. I mean, you get random crap and a figurine with it. A little
you get a physical DLC.
That would be much more satisfying for DLCs. More companies should see about doing that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I don't like how if you buy the game, you have to buy the DLC to keep playing it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's a dick move. No.
I hate when games do that.
Knocking on my door.
That's
i.e. why I got rid of Destiny.
Hold on.
Yeah. I Destiny, oh man, that's a whole other story by itself. Yeah. When it first the storyline for it, it was a beautiful story, like insanely amazing. And they EA chopped it up and they made them sell it as DLC, and a lot of it they even scrapped altogether. So there is no ending to the game. There is absolutely no storytelling other than that first like 2 hours into the game. Yeah. That's all you will ever get, and that right there is just like the most douchiest thing EA could ever do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have pushed the limit too far, and now they have Star Wars. So I am like, no.
Wasn't Activision the one behind? Yeah, Activision is the one behind the Destiny, not EA.
Activision? I thought it was.
Yeah. No, it was Activision.
No, I guess it was Activision, huh?
Yeah.
Never mind. I've been giving EA a lot of crap for that. I take that back, EA. Please forgive me.
Wow.
Don't fuck up.
Savor that moment, EA.
Potato.
I don't know. They're still dicks a lot of the time.
Usually they always are.
Yeah.
The Star Wars Battlefront. You guys excited for that?
I'm excited for it, but the only thing that I'm kind of disappointed is they're not going to have a story, but that's kind of understandable.
Actually, the reason there isn't going to be a story is because they were rushed, A, and B, it's EA. They're going to sell as DLC.
Yeah, they will.
So, yeah. I don't know. I just think it's going to be a complete disaster. I did hear there's a possibility of them bringing back Star Wars, was it 2020 or something like that? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, though. It was numbers. There was numbers
I think it's going to do mediocre in the same sense of Hardline because EA just does Battlefield. They need to stick to Battlefield. I'm happy that they're going the route of free DLC for Battlefield 4 for the continuation of that game. And they're supporting it till the end, which I love. It's gotten to the point where they're actually doing something right with the right game.
Yeah.
Hardline is just turning into trash on their end, and I have a bad feeling they might do the same thing for Battlefront, but they're not going to be able to do much because Disney owns it now. They're not going to be able to really do anything out of canon.
Yeah, that's true too. I never actually put that together. That's a nice thought on that.
Your creativity is limited a lot.
Very.
I've heard some crazy stuff going on with Star Wars though. They brought there's a comic book series that Marvel's doing now, because Marvel can do it now. It's not Dark Horse anymore, which I'm happy and I'm a little sad about. I mean, Marvel originally did Star Wars back in the 70s, I think it was 80s actually. That's when they started the comic book line. Anyways, so those ones were beautiful. And then they gave it to Dark Horse, and Dark Horse made it wonderful as too. I mean, they've done some phenomenal things in their series. And then, of course, they give it back to Marvel this past month because Dark Horse can't do it anymore because Disney owns Marvel. Everybody knows all that mumbo jumbo crap. But they're starting to do some really weird canon stuff in the storyline. I'm not quite certain if I like it. Like, they brought Han's wife into the storyline of episode 4 and 5 in between that. And this was before Princess Leia. There isn't much told about her and her past storyline, whatnot. But they just randomly threw her in this one story, and people were like, "Oh my God, shit's about to get real." I'm just like, okay.
That seems a little bit odd altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if that's what they're gonna do for Star Wars Episode 7, I'm gonna be a little upset about it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Seth.
I was to say if they I don't know how they're going to handle the new trilogy. I mean, especially with all the stuff that they've had in between. I mean, I don't follow the comics much, but they have all this in between stuff that they're not even going to work into the films, or will they, or will they not?
They won't. All that stuff that came out prior to Episode 7, scrapped. It's never going to become brought up again.
Wow.
So those of you guys who like Knights of the Old Republic, like the storyline of Darth Revan, we're hoping that we'd see him for Star Wars Episode 7. Yeah, he's dead. Gone. Doesn't exist anymore.
Huh.
So when we saw the first trailer for Star Wars Episode 7, we saw the guy in the mask. And the guy in the mask, I kid you not, wears the same exact mask as Darth Revan, just a little bit altered. I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about.
Mm-mm.
No.
Those of you guys who are Knights of the Old Republic fan will remember him from the series. And he had that same mask, and everybody was freaking out. We're like, yes, it's Darth Revan. He's alive. And then, we find out someone else that we've never even heard of before. And then we find out that all the canon stuff's just dumped. So all hope for humanity went out the window. That sums up that story.
Well, I don't know. I like the original Star Wars. What is it? Episodes, 4, 5, and 6?
Yep.
Yeah, those are my favorite. The 1, 2, and 3, I personally think blew total ass. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. I fell asleep to the first one, and I'm like, okay, yeah. My husband's sitting there drooling watching it, and I'm like, this sucks, honey. I want to watch the other ones. Those other ones were better.
The original trilogy, there's a lot that could have been done to make that so much better. I mean, the storyline is good. It should be written a little better. And when I say a little, I mean a lot. But I'm just being nice here. But yeah, it had a good storyline, and they could have done a lot to it. Acting was bad. Oh no, ew. Horrible. Other than Obi-Wan, the guy was Ian McGregor. Wonderful, phenomenal job.
He's awesome. If you watch Moulin Rouge, he rocks.
He's a great actor, all in all. But other than him, there was no other really. We got Samuel Jackson. He was awesome. You put him in everything, it's gonna be badass.
Didn't have much screen time.
No, that was kind of sad too. You should give him more screen time, people.
Yeah.
You give him more screen time. He's awesome. Though in episode 3, whenever they killed him, that was just a bad scene. That was bad acting, bad visuals, everything. It was just what?
What? What is wrong with you people? Really?
See, I'm trying to remember because, like I said, I fell asleep to the first one, and then you don't really remember the other two. Remember, what is it? One girl popping out, freaking Luke and Leia or whatever at the end.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
It was. I think about halfway through the movie or so. You'll have to watch that one scene, watch it back, and look at their acting and whatnot. It's horrible. They tried to over dramatize it completely, and it's just oh no. You just killed Samuel Jackson, literally. Yeah. You kill him.
It's just sitting there what are you doing? Why are you doing this? He needed more screen time, not to die.
Right? So...
that was my thoughts as a kid. It's why are you killing this guy? He would be awesome, and he hasn't been in the show enough. What? No. Bad, Star Wars. Bad.
Maybe he wanted to die because the movies were so horrible.
Oh, yeah, right
Maybe.
there.
Plot
He was-
twist.
That's a nice plot twist right there. Samuel L. Jackson committing suicide.
Yeah. Then again, maybe he does that a lot. Maybe he's like,
he
you know
just
what?
tried
I'm
to
sick
make
of
it
these
look
movies.
like-
I'm done.
Do what
He
now?
tried to make it look like he died, but he committed suicide.
It was just suicide. It just like, I'm done.
It just sucks. They had a good story for the first three, episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But the acting is just so bad, and they could have done so much better to make you actually care about Anakin and then his story to become Darth Vader. They had a chance to set it up, and they ruined it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just like, okay, I guess you're doing this now.
Here's the one
Have
thing
fun.
that pisses people off though, and everybody never really put 2 and 2 together. Jar Jar Binks. Right? Everybody hates him. Everybody they want him dead. But if you look back and you actually watch the movies and you look carefully, he
Listen
was
to
the
background.
death of the Republic. I don't know why Padme thought it was a great idea to, you know, hey, let's turn him into a counselor and give him power to like change the world.
And politics.
He was the guy who gave Emperor Palpatine all the power to become, you know, the Emperor.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Jar Jar Binks, isn't that the guy with the big floppy ears that looks like like a donkey?
Yeah, simple terms, the dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the Senate, apparently.
He's a
Hey,
counselor.
it's like
Hey,
real
hey,
world.
this isn't the place for political jokes, okay? This is about commentary about what's going on in entertainment. This is
Yeah, entertainment.
We just got political on your asses. What now?
Blame it on Jar Jar.
Playing
Yeah.
on Jar Jar.
That bastard.
Pretty much. All right, so let's calm down a little bit and let's get happy, guys. Let's get happy. We can't go into too much details because not much has been happened yet. Not a lot have been revealed so much. But next week, yeah, is it next week?
Yes.
Is E3.
Yes.
Next
Yes.
weekend is E3. Everybody's excited. That I personally know. I know Zach's somewhat excited. I don't know if you see. Yeah. You
What's E3?
Oh God, we're done.
What? Don't hurt me.
E3, for those who do not know, is the biggest gaming press conference of the entire year. Anything big is usually unveiled at E3. So, if you're a gamer, everybody loves E3. A lot of people go there.
I'm a gamer. I just don't get out much.
There's your motto right there. I'm the gamer who never gets out much.
I really don't.
I don't think any of us do.
No.
I don't know. I think
Have you
Seth may have
seen
a
how
speed.
white I am? They called me Casper in college, okay?
So,
I'm a true gamer. I have no life. Yeah.
woo. So with that said, you guys have any like specific hopes, dreams, what you would like to see shown off at E3 this year? Other than
Yes.
Fallout 4.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Dark Souls 3. I'm hoping for an official announcement. It's
Really?
been rumored.
Really?
Yes.
This early?
And yes, this early, but hopefully just an announcement because
Yeah.
reportedly Miyazaki, the original creator and director of Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, is supposed to come back to work on Dark Souls 3.
Ooh.
And then hopefully they show some more on The Division because that's the other game that's like major on my radar.
Oh yeah, The Division. When does that come out? Is that next year? I think it's
They
like
got pushed back to next year.
yeah, it's like first quarter I think though.
Mhm.
I'm surprised about that. I mean, I'm actually happy that it got pushed back, and here's the reason why. If you rush a game, it's gonna be crap. It's gonna be buggy. It's gonna be horrible. If you push it back, at least you know it's gonna have at least a lot of those bugs tuned out. So
But yeah.
didn't
Well,
do it.
especially with The Division because that game they've been working on it for Tom Clancy's Division.
Yeah.
They've been working on it for years, and from everything that they've shown, they've been going in that right direction. And they built the engine for that game from scratch.
Ooh.
So, and it looks gorgeous. Everything that they've shown looks gorgeous. It looks like the concept of it is great, not just on paper, but what they've shown. And I think that more time, quote unquote, in the incubator is just going to do it more and more justice.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
I think that will too. Plus, I think it would do better in sales-wise if you do it at the beginning of the year. I know a lot of people try to aim for that Christmas release, and you do get a lot of sales from that Christmas release. You really do. But when it comes to games that are actually like phenomenal, most of the time, I find them to be the best when they come out during the first quarter of the year.
Oh yeah, because you don't get that holiday rush, and then you kind of get a balloon burst of attention and sales, and then boom, it's just kind of dwindles out real quick.
Yeah,
you get at the beginning of the year, especially with the way that they've been building up and doing all the PR for the game, in bits and pieces. I think that it's going to do well in sales.
Yeah,
as long as it lives up to the hype, and I'm not trying to get too overhyped about it because I don't like doing that for games, but I like to keep it on my radar.
Yeah. Which I would like to bring into another
disappointment.
Yeah, I'm going to slide off to a different topic here for a little bit. Since you brought in the disappointment games, what about the pre-ordering of games? You guys fans of that, or do you think it should die?
I think personally it should die because, I don't know. If I'm gonna, why should you be able to get extra stuff just for pre-ordering when you're gonna buy it anyway? I don't know. It just seems almost like a ploy to get people just to order it.
Yep.
Just for the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
And not wait till it's
instead
on
of
sale.
just. Yeah, exactly. I'm broke. I can't afford to buy especially for Xbox 360 or anything. Those games come out, they're $60 a pop.
Yeah.
They're expensive, and then the ad on top of that, when you were talking about DLC and stuff, it's just becoming more and more money hungry. In all honesty.
Yep. For me, it's fill up my wife's gas tank or get a game.
Get a game.
Pretty
all the
much.
Way.
Keep a job. Get a game. It's a tough decision.
I think that decision's already been made. Get a game.
Get a game.
Anyway.
I definitely don't agree with pre-orders anymore. I used to.
Yeah?
But I find that I've been changing my purchasing habits when it comes to games coming up, especially with all the games that have been coming out recently in the past 2 years that have not been finished products. And I'm tired of paying for a game, pre-ordering it for stuff that's broken. Or, like in Destiny's case, chopped up and sold as DLC. I think that a lot of consumers need to put their foot down and stop pre-ordering these unfinished, unpolished, quote-unquote complete games when they know that the stuff isn't ready because they get away with post-release patches and DLC. There's not enough warranted in pre-ordering games nowadays, especially because they're getting away from physical stuff, which I'm a fan of physical pre-order stuff. I've pre-ordered my Halo, my shelf that I have in my game room has my Halo Master Chief helmet, or the Reach one, or the Dark Souls one that has a statue. That's awesome pre-order stuff at a reasonable price. But recently, if you looked, the new Halo game that's coming out has a $300 collector's edition pre-order, and there's nothing that even has been announced what's in it that's special.
Yep.
$300?
I think there's ones actually that's a bit more pricier than that one.
Yes.
Good.
There's 4 special pre-order editions. There's one that's $60 normal edition. Then you get a map pack or something in it, something small. And then you have one that's $120, which comes with a it doesn't say what it's going to be in it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be some kind of book, maybe a soundtrack. And then you have the $100 one, which is probably going to be some kind of helmet, by my guess. Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be a console bundle, is what I'm thinking. I know they've announced that there'll be a console bundle with Halo 5, and I'm thinking that might be what it is, but I'm hoping that's what it is. I mean, I will pay $300 for a console with a game. I'm not going to pay $300 for a game with, a necklace. No.
Yeah, that's nuts. Who can afford that nowadays?
You'd be surprised, actually.
Well, hey, who needs to afford things when you can just go into debt?
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's what credit cards are for.
Right?
Oh, tell me about it.
But I completely agree with you 100% on what you said. That's actually what I was going to go into. Not only that, but I think, when companies, they get pre-orders and a lot of people are going gold before the game actually comes out. They're selling over 1 million copies in pre-orders. I think that's when the companies decide to get lazy and they're like, oh, well, they've already bought it, so why not just make it shit? We've already got our goal. Mm-hmm. I don't need to put any more work in this.
Exactly.
I don't like that. Make them work for their money. Wait until the release. You can get it day one. I don't have a problem with that. Go for it. Do not buy it the day before. or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not cool on anybody's behalf.
No.
Especially when you have companies like EA and Activision apparently nowadays who just, looking for some easy bucks. Don't do it. Looks like Konami's going that way too. You guys happy about that? Or
I heard rumors something about how Silent Hill PT is supposed to be only for Xbox One.
That's false.
Or was that
That's
just
debunked.
That was
Okay.
debunked. But yeah, Konami and Kojima got into it, and Kojima I think was on the right side. They haven't announced what they were fighting over. I'm guessing it was over money issues, and they wanted Kojima to take like a pay cut, by my guess. And Kojima's like, no, I've made your company what it is today. I'm not going to take a pay cut. And so Kojima was like, fuck this, and leaves. Though the thing with Kojima is he can go out, he can create his own company like right now because he is a god in the gaming industry. Everybody wants him. They want to work with him. And anybody would pay anything that this guy would make. So therefore, Konami no longer has that. So Silent Hill games, they already know are going to be shit without him. You can't do any more Metal Gear games that are going to be any good without him because it's Kojima. He made it. It's his creation. And not to mention, he's done so many other titles like this. And it's just sad to see what's happened to this company because Konami is dying. They wanting to go to more mobile gaming. And after they announced that that's what they're going to be focused on, all the fans went all sorts of nuts on them. We're like, no, I'm not going to do that. So they rebutted it like a few days later and like, oh, you guys misunderstood us. We're going to do a lot more mobile gamings, but we're going to still work on console releases. No, you're not. You're going to take the lazy way out and make, games to play on your phone.
Which, honestly, I can't think of one good game that you can actually play on your phone. Like, they're just, I don't know. To me, they're all just, like, time wasters.
That's really what they are. Unless you do, like, I've seen a lot of them, they're, like, emulating a lot of, like, the old Game Boy games and whatnot, or Super Nintendo's, like, the Final Fantasy games, and they're putting those on the phone.
Ooh.
I will buy those, because
That's
those
a great
are
time waster.
great games.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't even know they were doing that.
like, Candy Crush and stuff like that, really? No, that's not a game, that's a Flash time waster. I like that, that's a good idea.
Yeah, time wasters, basically.
Time wasters.
So to use it at work. I hope nobody at work is listening to this.
Right?
But it's a good time waster. It really is.
Yep.
Exactly. So
you don't have to, focus on life.
Yeah.
Or the things happening around you.
I think that's the whole point of a video game to begin with, if you think about it.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Sometimes it's
immerse
to tell a
yourself.
story, make something beautiful and artistic, and other times it's just to take your attention away from everything else that's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Or to give you the feels. Oh, the feels.
Everybody loves them feels.
Most of the ones that give you the feels are beautiful works of art, really.
Yeah.
They're like a beautiful story.
Oh yeah. One that comes to mind is like the Walking Dead games. Oh god, I love those.
You like The Walking Dead? I don't really like Telltale's game, believe it or not. They tell wonderful stories, but I don't like the point and click kind of style they have going for it. It's just
You'd rather it be an audiobook or a movie?
Yeah, I think they would be great for audiobooks or movies, or better yet, for like a role-playing game. I think they would be wonderful at that. Like not like RPGs, like a video game. I'm talking about like tabletops. They would do phenomenal with. I'm just not. I mean,
they do make great Let's Plays though, because you can just sit and watch a story basically.
True. But then
Pretty
again,
much.
it wouldn't make a great Let's Play because you wouldn't be able to talk as much in it either.
No,
So it
Just
makes
let it play
it
itself.
hard to do that.
Honestly, with a game like that, I wouldn't do a Let's Play on because with those kind of games, you get immersed into the story.
Yeah.
As the player yourself, you're making the choices. You're making this, like with Walking Dead, I got so attached to freaking Clementine. It's unbelievable. But, like, if I was watching somebody play that game, I don't think I would have the same connection as if I was playing it myself, personally.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think those kind of games would make a good Let's Play, but in a at least not a lazy sense, but you know what I mean. Like in that kind of sense, it'd be nice just to be like, okay, simple editing, point, click, boom, you're done, kind of thing. You don't really have to come up with much. I don't know. I can't talk. I'm gonna hide over here. Hold on there.
But yeah, I don't know. What were your thoughts here, Seth? Do you think like the Telltale games are pretty good Let's Plays, or you a fan of them, or?
I'm not a general fan of Let's Plays
Yeah.
in general, not to be redundant. I don't know. It's hard for me to get into Let's Plays because, like, most of the time I would just like Mikey said, just get involved in the character. You get immersed in it. It's hard to get immersed in it when someone else is playing, and especially with the Walking Dead games, the way that it's presented is like a playable movie. You know, you play it, you enjoy it. You can't watch someone else play that. It's kind of hard. It's varies depending on what type of game. But they're great games. It was hard for me to get into it, I guess, because of the style of it. Maybe if it was just like a mini series or something like that, just to watch, that would be awesome. Yeah. But the way that the engagement was, it was kind of off for me. And then the way that it was sold to, I know that now they sell it as a whole package, but they were releasing it episodically, and I was like, if I want to play it, I want to play the whole thing now. I don't want to wait. I'm an impatient gamer.
I'm not too big on the episode. I do like how they are a lot cheaper than normal games. I think you can play like the whole game in like $25, something like that. So I think that's great. I think $30 is like the whole pack, season pass or something like that. So I mean, that's great. I do like that. That's a cheaper game, and I guess it takes. You don't have to like wait a whole year to play. You can like wait a month and they'll have the next one out as well. But like I said, I'm not huge on the whole wait after getting through it. Because if you're not done by that month, I mean, you got to wait in a whole nother couple of weeks before it comes out, and by then you lose part of the storyline because you're busy playing other things and.
Oh, longer than that. With the second Walking Dead, I was so upset because they were also releasing, was it The Wolf Among Us or something like that?
Yeah.
They were trying to work on 2 projects at one time, and it just, people that were diehard fans like I am for Walking Dead were getting really annoyed because they were supposed to like flip-flop it. So like one episode would come, like Walking Dead would come out, and then Telltale, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wolf Among Us would come out, but they were so focused on Wolf Among Us that they forgot about Walking Dead, and it just like people were just getting annoyed because it literally took 4 months for one episode to come out.
God damn.
Yeah, and we're all sitting there like, okay, what the hell? We want to know the story.
Yeah. God.
So, yeah, it got really irritating. So I have a personal pet peeve about Wolf Among Us. I hear it's a really good game, but I'm really pissed off at it because it took away from my Walking Dead. So I give it the middle finger of awesomeness right here.
That needs to be a thing. That's your thing now.
Now Mike's poke a doom and boob hug.
I think going back to the Konami thing, kind of stepping back, it is disappointing. I mean, I know they had the rumor that popped up about PT and Silent Hills, and I'm a little disappointed that it's not going to happen because I'm not a huge fan of Silent Hill, but I have played it here and there, and I really was excited for it, not hyped up for it. Yeah. And then they ended up canning it because of the director, and then of course Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus was off the contract, so it's kind of disappointing. Hopefully they don't go into the mobile realm because that's not going to be a good move for the company. It kind of reminds me, the change with Konami reminds me of what happened to Tecmo when Tomonobu Itagaki left.
Ooh.
He's the creator of Ninja Gaiden and the Dead or Alive fighting series. He left there because they weren't paying their employees. They weren't paying him, and they weren't paying employees. So he decided, look, I'm taking Team Ninja, and I'm going somewhere else. And he's a great creator, and a lot of people want to work with him. And that's kind of the same case with this. Konami, if they want to do that, then they're just kind of putting one foot in the grave, basically. That company is not going to last very long without him at the helm, because he did make it. He created Metal Gear. He's a great envisionist. He's a great creator, and he has huge imagination. So I've only played one Metal Gear game, and I'll tell you that's one of the best games I've played, and that just speaks volumes about him.
I haven't played through. I mean, I've played bits and pieces throughout the series, but I haven't actually sat down and played through a whole game. So, like I said, I don't know the entire storyline. I know from what I've played, it was really, really story driven. It was really, really great, wonderful story. But yeah, Kojima has always been known for wonderful, wonderful stories. Going back to PT though, it's not completely dead yet. They did renounce whenever they did the rebuttal with the whole mobile games. They said Silent Hill isn't dead. It is still possible that PT may be being made. But with that said, though, Kojima, headed that project. So anything good that you saw from there could be completely scrapped, and it could be a giant letdown nowadays. So
that could be damage control on their end, though. You never know.
Yeah.
Just trying to calm down the masses because of how much PT blew up off of the PlayStation Store. And I don't even have... See, I only have an Xbox 360, Xbox One. And seeing it on PlayStation, it was like, oh, man, with that coming out and then Bloodborne, it was like, kind of swaying my decision here a little bit to maybe get one. But then, I don't know, now that's kind of went out the window, and then going all the way back with Dark Souls 3, I don't see a push to get another console. And it's really disappointing, though, that it may, like you said, potentially just sit on hiatus for a while. You never know. Yeah. I think it could have went in good hands if someone would just pick up the IP and go with it.
I think so too. Crap, what was I gonna say? 3 times tonight. Woo! Going on a roll.
It's okay, you're allowed.
Yeah, can't remember. I had a good point there too.
So did I, and I can't remember what the heck I was gonna say either. You guys are talking like you guys know all your stuff, and I'm just sitting here like, wow, I love video games, but man, do I not know my stuff.
Don't know my.
You guys sound all smart. It's like, damn it.
I can't remember. Something about Konami.
Mobile games, trash.
Well, yeah, it's just gonna be trash. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna come from it. I think it really was damage control. They were just saying a bunch of crap. Just to get people to understand. Oh, I remember what I was going to go with. GTA 5 and the mods. If you have a mod on your console, they will ban you from playing online or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite certain on the whole details.
It's been happening a lot lately. I'm glad I haven't been playing it because a lot of people have been getting banned because of the outrageous amount of modders that have been popping up. I'm seeing a lot of bad
there's
stuff
a lot of modders on there. Good lord.
I'm going to bring up 2 topics here. First one is I don't see why modding in GTA 5 is bad. Modding in Grand Theft Auto in general has always been something amazing about the franchise. I mean, it's hilarious. But going back on topic here, if you still have PT installed on your PlayStation, because a lot of people, they download it the day right before it went offline because,
keeping it.
You have to keep it. You're not going to be able to get it again. If you have that installed on your hard drive, you will be banned from GTA Online for a mod.
That's ridiculous. I heard about they were going to be locking people out their consoles because of a download. A demo. Like, really?
That, I think, was bullcrap. I think Sony, if that was the case, Sony would have taken it down the day that Konami said they were done with it.
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely.
That's the banning part. That's just a bunch of phooey crap. But yeah, for getting banned for having a demo that is now a piece of art that is now rare to have that you will probably never see again. It's going to be in a Smithsonian one of these days. That is stupid. On Rockstar, no, fix your shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, modding in GTA 5, I don't see why that's a bad thing. GTA 5 is notorious for cheat codes, for modding. I mean, that's how it started. It was hilarious. You brought your friends over, you had your Game Shark, you entered a couple of cheat codes in or whatever, you modded a bit. Next thing you know, your buddy is like a shark in town or something, It's always been there. And to get rid of it online just because it's online, no. Even if you bought it on single player, that's still bad apparently.
I think the biggest problem that they're sorry, Seth, don't mean to interrupt you.
No,
but,
go ahead.
I think the biggest problem that they're having with for me personally with the mods is that you get these little kids on there that basically all they do is just explode you and kill you, and it gets irritating after a while. I had one night I was playing online with my good friend Jamie there, and there was a half naked guy freaking pole dancing on me, and it was freaking hysterical, okay? Because this guy was actually really fun, and he started turning themselves into like a giant whale, like that kind of modding, I'm okay with. Like, just be fun and happy and don't be a dick. But when you're going around murdering people constantly, like over and over and over again, it just gets irritating. And I think that's what the biggest problem is, personally.
True, but there should be like a way to like you can ban them from that server or something, no?
Or just have servers that won't allow you to access it if you have mods.
There, yeah, I like that. Like modded servers. I like that idea. That was a great idea. That's a great little
That is a good idea.
suggestion to it.
Yeah.
Moddable, you know. But also, I mean, there should be like a way to where like you ban them from them interacting with you. You can do that in MMOs. You can do that in chat rooms. Why can't you do it on GTA Online?
Well, the problem, you could go into passive mode, and I like how on PC, because I used to play it on my Xbox 360, they actually fixed it. When you go into passive mode, you turn in like transparent, so you can't get run over or anything. It's actually really nice. Like, they can't mess with you at all. It's yeah. But even when you're in passive mode, these hackers can still destroy you. So like, I've had to have it a couple of times where I just kept hopping to different servers because I was just trying to get away from them, and they follow you. Like, I had to actually open up my own what do you call it, like the private server or whatever, like the friends invite only one, because it was just getting to the point where it's like every server that we were going to, we weren't having fun because they were just exploding us constantly.
Yeah,
no, that's not right.
Yeah,
it's just not fun when it's like that. Like, nobody wants to die over and over and over and over again, unless you're all freaking playing with your friends, murdering each other. That's one thing.
True. But
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, I think that the what's kind of in the grand scheme of it, I think that the PC community and the console community, in terms of the way it handles mods, is really weird. Like you said, GTA, games like this, open world games, where they support it quite, openly on PC, but Sony and Microsoft are the ones to really blame with this, because I'm not saying you shouldn't support mods, and I'm not saying you should, but there has to be an area in between where it satisfies both people. Now, see, on GTA Online, before all this stuff happened, whenever you would sit there and grieve people, like Mikey was saying, with killing a lot of people, they would put you in a whole nother server with players that would, quote unquote, be dunced. So you would be bad players grouped together. So if you would sit there and keep killing players, now with the modding thing, with the way they could handle that is do the same thing. They realize that there's a mod where it's kind of negative to that environment. Take them, put them in a whole nother server, boom, kind of solve the problem. Where you can set it up to where you want to enter a lobby that allows mods, or allows, more, I guess you could say, positive mods, not anything just so it's like everything's just dying all the time. It's kind of like back in the day, like Diablo, for instance. Blizzard supported mods. They had completely separate servers you can go on open multiplayer, where you could have a modded character. You could do whatever you wanted, and you could play against players there, or you could do a ladder character where you couldn't have mods. Simple. And they supported it with no problem.
That's actually a good idea. I like that idea. Because then if you go into a server like that, then you know what the heck you're getting into. You might see cats flying throughout the air, or you're going to get exploded constantly.
Yep. I like that. That's a great idea. Why I don't know. Rockstar, listen to this. This point right here. This is timestamp. Boom.
Genius.
I think they should do more like that. In all honesty, I actually listen to the people that play their games, because they would get a lot more honest feedback.
Right? Right. They used to listen to them back in the old days. Rockstar used to.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do anymore. I haven't really followed them for a while, but.
Yeah, me neither. I kind of lost track of it all.
How the consoles are pushing to be more like PCs, but they're still putting up these barriers for players. It doesn't make any sense. They want to compete with, I'm not a huge PC player. I do play PC games, but I'm more of a console player. I just like the environment in terms of the community, because like Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, you look at where.
And we lost him.
We lost him again.
I love how it's mid-sentence too. And we.
You got me?
Wait, we gotta remember what he was talking about.
Okay.
All right, backtrack a little bit there,
Let's
man.
reverse it. All right. I was saying how you have the Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network, the way that where it's come from, kind of built from the ground up, and it has this great community. And then Steam kind of has the same thing going for it right now. You know, they're kind of building that online community to bring people together to play. But the consoles, the way that they're breaking up, you know, the to compete against PCs with stuff like this, stopping mods and things like that. You know, like look at Skyrim. Skyrim is a huge modded game on PC. People have been playing it. They're going to play that for years because of how they allow people to mod it.
Well, when you're talking about mods, I mean, look at Gary's mod. There's still people doing stuff with that.
Yeah, well, look at the name.
I love Gary's mod.
That was a great transition there.
Mods add so much more longevity and capabilities to a game, because even if the company doesn't want to do any more with it, fans can.
Yep.
Community.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. That's more.
It really does if you think about it. You know, it just makes more sense, because how old is Gary's mod? I know it's an older game, right?
Didn't they release in 2005?
It's 2004.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than 10 years old.
Yeah.
Which is a lot, technology-wise.
And it's going to be supported for another 10 years by the community, without a doubt.
Oh, people are going to love it. I mean, YouTubers love it.
I love it. I love prop hunt when you run around as a freaking banana, and then or a little can people start like chasing you. It's the funniest freaking thing ever.
And in gaming standards, it's ancient. You know?
Yeah, it's technically a classic.
That's ancient.
But it doesn't mean it's bad just because it's old. It just shows how well it can last if it's done right and supported right. You know, this is the problem with consoles too, is that there's so much, even more. It's getting even worse nowadays because, and kind of going back to what we were talking about with broken games, they come out with more and more games. That doesn't mean it's better. They're doing quantity over quality.
Yeah.
And then they're not supporting it. So you got a throwaway game basically that lasts 2 years or a year. You know, right now, if a game makes it a year with support and people playing it, then that's a godsend. But if you would ask any true gamer 10, 15 years ago, if a game wasn't going to last a year, it'd be blasphemy. There'd be riots in the streets. You know, they ship a broken game. That's ridiculous. Now they get away with it.
Yeah. Don't pre-order your stuff.
Yeah.
People, please listen.
No, I mean, it was kind of an interesting idea at one point, especially with places running out, different things like that. But now?
Yeah. No.
Consoles just need to support mods, and then they will see like business tenfold, and then they can start doing like what Steam failed to do, was have sellable mods.
There you go.
I heard something about that.
I thought they took that down.
Yeah, they took it down.
Damn.
They'll probably rework it and redo it, but it might be a little while before they do that.
I mean, consoles could do something interesting with like that, especially with sellable mods. Get like 30% of the income going to the company that made the game.
Right.
I mean, they could do that effectively.
Make new projects to work on new games.
Well, no, the best part is people could do work for them and they could get money.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know, and that could work really well, but no.
But you don't want it to dive into the area of DLC. And then you don't want the company to use it as an excuse not to create full content, because they're like, oh, well, the community will just make more stuff.
Yeah.
No,
that would be really stupid. If they made an unfinished game, it's like, here, you guys fix it.
You finished our game.
That could actually be kind of cool. I'm not saying everybody do that, but like one game where it's unfinished, they're like, okay, finish the puzzle.
Yeah, that could work.
One game. Now, this goes a long way because there's going to be like 800 clones. One game. You listening to me, guys? One.
One and done.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all the time we have today. So before we leave tonight, let's talk to you guys a little bit. Do you guys have any like special projects going on your YouTube channel? Anything to look forward to?
Mikey?
I was gonna let you go first.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say ladies first, but.
Oh no, because I gotta think of something.
Let's see. I actually have a really big project I've been working on for about the past couple weeks.
Ooh.
It's a Dark Souls video, and it's something a little different because I do a lot of Dark Souls videos on my channel. I do PvP videos. I do other little random things, but I'm working on a project it's kind of a music video-ish thing.
Awesome.
All I'm gonna say, and I'm trying to give away the least amount of information as possible. All I'm gonna say is that it involves the Bee Gees, and it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be the best video I've ever made.
Ooh.
I have that in the works, and then I'm working on a new thing for my channel. It's the top 5 by clips from a community that I'm involved in, Dark Souls community. So that's coming, and then a few other little side projects. But those are the main things on my radar right now.
Wow. Looks like you got some booked stuff. So if you're interested in that, you'll have to check them out. There'll be a link in the description below. Not to mention, there'll be a link on the screen right now. If you didn't click it, look down on the link below. All right. So what about you, Mikey? You got anything planned?
He's got a lot more planned than I do. I got a lot of things in the works right now, but it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, right now I'm currently working on my 100 subscriber video.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
But that's going to be coming out in like a day or so. But the main thing I've been really working on is that outtake video. Like, I have to actually physically go through all of my old videos and find like the funny outtakes, because with my camera being in my living room, a lot of crazy things happen in the background, as you guys have seen today. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of footage I have to go through. I found a couple so far, but once again, it's just going through and actually finding all of them is the hard part.
Yeah.
But besides that, nothing really too extravagant. I am going to actually start live streaming very soon. I'm just figuring out the little quirks and stuff of it. But
yeah.
And I've actually, doing the podcast. I've always wanted to do a podcast, so that's always fun. So that's like one of the things.
Yeah. It's great having you on the show, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Me personally, I'm personally working on a Kung Fu series. Those of you guys who've been following me lately know that I am doing a giant project here for Jab Jab Entertainment in the next couple of weeks. But on my personal channel, I have decided to showcase the whole me failing at martial arts little vlog series, hoping to show some kind of me getting better in the end of it. I show a lot of little highlights. So if you want to see someone who is completely out of shape, go check it out. You'll love it. I'm also, like I said, working on getting streaming as well. So that's going to be happening probably be next month before I'll actually be able to get around to it. Like I said, with all the martial arts going on. I'm working on a giant skit here that I can't unveil much about, but it does involve Jab Jab, and it involves Neo Brian pretty heavily. So if you love skits, you'll love it. It's going to be interesting. Let's just say some punches are thrown. And then let's see what else is going on. Crisis 3's been taken down for a little bit. I had some problems with some recording issues, so I'm working on that. We'll have some more gameplay up pretty soon, but that kind of sums it all up. Of course, we have off-topic broadcasting that comes up every Thursday, and YouTubers Unite will be coming up every Friday. So if you're fans of this, go check them out. You will love them. So let's talk to Zach here a little moment. What was the name of your channel again?
The name of my channel? My channel doesn't exist yet.
And there it is. So here's the big question for you. What can we expect to see a channel?
What can we expect when if it starts to exist?
If it starts to exist, when an exact kind of estimate of time frame?
Yeah, I don't know about the time frame. I can tell you what I'll probably do.
So here in the next 50 years, sometime in between then and here and then, you will be seeing.
Think about maybe some game commentary.
Some game commentary. Game commentary is always nice.
A little bit. Was talking about doing some Q&A type stuff.
Q&A. He's got a pretty interesting series planned for what we were talking about just like 10 minutes before we got on here.
Yep. And, some projects could be involved with Jab Jab.
Jab Jab. So he's also was a lead in Jab Jab's Tale of a Frisky Jedi. There will be a link in the description down below if you like skits and you like funny Star Wars jokes.
Did you say Tales of the Frisky Jedi?
Tale of a Frisky Jedi. He was one of the leads.
Yep.
Oh my.
Neo Brian.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you watch the skit, you'll understand what it means. Once again, I'm just gonna leave it with that. Neo Brian's in it. I star in it. I'm only in it for one scene though, so sad face.
Guess you're not frisky enough, huh?
I guess not. It sounds like a porno now I think about it. Which makes it sound even bad considering who starred in certain scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. Wow. I think that kind of wraps it up for tonight. I'm just going to leave you on that thought. Tale of Frisky Jedi is not a porno, so don't be scared there.
Yeah.
It's a AAA title, not a XXX title.
Suggestive.
Okay, I'm good. Sorry.
5 seconds later. No, I'm still good.
Stop laughing. You're making me laugh.
Alright. Anyways, it was a pleasure having you guys on the show tonight. We enjoyed having you guys watch us, having a great audience. You were wonderful. We loved you, audience.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. We love you, audience. So with that said, I'm Captain McFrosty.
This is Zach.
Tubbin Monkey.
MadMikeForever. Oh god, that's horrible.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna leave you on this wonderful laugh here.
Oh no, you can't leave it on the laugh.
Can't leave it on the left. We have to have like an awkward silence.
I'm Mrs. Giggles, remember?
You are Mrs. Giggles.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So with that said, guys, keep it frosty.